If you think you know your berries, you have been fooled, because strawberries are actually botanical fakes that will ruin your summer baking. You will discover which botanical imposters turn to mush and the acidic survivors that hold their shape in your oven. The most famous berries in your fridge are lying about what they actually are. A botanical berry grows straight from one single flower ovary, packing its seeds directly inside a soft, fleshy wall that shields the young seeds. This fleshy wall acts like the plant's tiny biological nursery. Strawberries completely fail this test. There is a reason those tiny, crunchy bits on the outside of a strawberry are not actually seeds, and it changes how they react to heat. When you eat a strawberry, you are not eating a berry at all. You are eating the swollen base of a flower. This thickened stem base where a flower grows is called the receptacle, which acts as the landing pad for a blossom. Because you are eating the stem's cushion instead of the actual fruit, a strawberry is known as an accessory fruit. Those annoying dry yellow specks on a strawberry skin that get stuck in your teeth are the real individual fruits. They are called achenes. These dry specks look like individual miniature nuts glued to a sweet cushion. Strawberries and raspberries are classified as aggregate fruits because they develop from a single flower containing multiple ovaries rather than a single ovary. It is exactly like a bunch of tiny grapes glued together to look like one big fruit. This clumped design is exactly why these fruits turn to soup when you bake them. The delicate bonds simply shatter in the heat. Heavy, wet berries like this will sink straight to the bottom of your cake. If you want to stop them from sinking, you need a thick, heavy batter. A dense batter, like a slice of dense, heavy pound cake, is required to hold them up. Matching the weight of your batter to your fruit prevents ruined, bottom-heavy cakes. Raspberries share the exact same doomed botanical fate inside your oven. They are aggregate fakes that collapse into mush due to their complex multiple ovary structure. Many home bakers try to save their delicate raspberries by tossing them into the freezer. Culinary experts like Andrew Zimmern advise against freezing whole berries. Freezing weakens their structural membranes, which causes them to disintegrate and bleed juices when cooked. It is exactly like water freezing inside plastic cups and cracking the walls wide open. Avoid using the freezer if you want your baked berry desserts to hold their shape and look professional. However, a breakthrough recently changed how we handle these delicate cluster fruits. On March 1st, 2021, Washington State University scientists announced a pre-freezing treatment for raspberries that allows them to keep their physical structure when thawed. This breakthrough means we might soon get frozen raspberries that actually look and feel fresh. Raspberries also suffer from severe color loss when exposed to high heat. Adding acidic ingredients like lemon juice or vinegar to berry batters keeps the pH low, which chemically preserves the vibrant red color of anthocyanin pigments during baking. Squeezing lemon into the batter stops the bright red colors in your berries from turning gray or blue in the oven. These natural color compounds act as nature's built-in food coloring. The acid works like a chemical bodyguard that keeps the red paint from fading under heat. A splash of acid is the simple secret to keeping your berry pies looking vibrant and delicious instead of dull and grey. Blueberries are the exact opposite of the aggregate imposters. They are true botanical berries. Knowing what a real berry is will completely change how you shop for summer baking. Because blueberries grow their juicy flesh from a single flower part, they possess the cellular integrity to endure cooking. This strict botanical rule means true botanical berries, including blueberries, cranberries, huckleberries, gooseberries, currants, elderberries, grapes, bananas, avocados, kiwis, watermelons, cherry tomatoes, pumpkins, and cucumbers, are botanically berries too. You have probably been putting botanical berries in your salads and on your toast without ever realizing it. Blueberries still carry a lot of surface moisture into the oven. Coating berries in flour before baking absorbs excess surface moisture and thickens the surrounding batter, creating a physical barrier that prevents bleeding and sinking. It is like putting a raincoat on the berries so they do not sweat into your cake batter. This simple kitchen trick stops the berry from bleeding color or sinking. It keeps your muffins looking perfect instead of turning into a purple, soggy mess. Without the flour trick, you risk pulling a steaming blueberry pie with bleeding purple juice out of your oven. But baking true berries comes with a hidden nutritional cost. We will show you how a simple baking ingredient can act as a shield to keep your blueberries healthy. A study released on 30 October 2013 demonstrated that baking and cooking processes directly alter the polyphenol levels of blueberries, though yeast can act as a stabilizing agent to retain these compounds. These healthy plant compounds, the polyphenols, act as the chemical shields that defend your cells. Using yeast in your dough can actually help shield and save these compounds. You might be baking away the health benefits of your blueberries unless you use yeast-based batters. Subscribe, please. Cranberries are another true botanical berry with an incredible defense against a hot oven. They survive extreme heat because they possess natural organic acids. Raw cranberries are composed of 4% to 7% sugar and contain natural organic acids, including citric, malic, and benzoic acids. Instead of sweetness, they are packed with sharp, powerful natural acids. Citric acid provides the bright zip you find in a lemon, while malic acid delivers the mouth-puckering sting of a green apple. Finally, benzoic acid acts as nature's built-in preservative. This intense acid mix is why raw cranberries taste so sour. They require tons of sugar to be edible. But these structural acids give cranberries unmatched strength. They do not melt into a puddle. They hold their shape perfectly and provide a massive punch of flavor that easily survives the baking process. Gooseberries represent the absolute high acid peak of baking berries. Gooseberry fruits naturally contain a high concentration of citric acid, measuring between 11% and 14% of their total composition. This massive concentration of acid creates an intense flavor profile that most sweet fruits cannot match. This extreme sourness makes gooseberries the ultimate secret weapon for bakers. When you bake a heavy pie, the sharp gooseberry cuts straight through the rich, fatty desserts perfectly. Mulberries look exactly like blackberries, but they represent an entirely separate class of botanical imposters. Mulberries take the fake berry concept a step further. Mulberries are classified as a multiple fruit because they develop from a cluster of several distinct flowers rather than a single flower. It is exactly like a block party, where all the neighbors knock down their fences to make one giant yard. This fused structure means mulberries behave differently than aggregate fruits when exposed to heat. The solid, unified design gives mulberries a distinct, highly textured bite. Real botanical berries simply cannot replicate this unique texture. The ultimate culinary berry is a wild, swamp-dwelling imposter that most people will never taste. The rare cloudberry, known by the scientific name Rubus charmoris, is also referred to as a yellowberry or bakeapple. This unique plant grows in boggy Arctic and subarctic regions and is harvestable for only a few weeks in summer. This brief harvest window makes it one of the most exclusive and expensive ingredients in high-end dining. Here is the wild part about this elusive fruit. This rare berry is not actually used in sweet pies. Elite chefs use it to glaze savory, high-end dishes. Chef Emma Bateson uses cloudberry jam as a culinary glaze on salt-baked badger flame beets paired with seared scallops. She spoons this prized culinary gold over the salt-baked beets and scallops in Michelin-starred restaurants. Whether you are glazing scallops or baking a simple summer pie, the fundamental rule of the kitchen remains exactly the same. Choose true berries with high structural acid for your next summer dessert to guarantee a perfect bake, not soggy mush. If you liked this, Every Curry Explained, that's the next one.